Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your love reading for April 2021. And this is a reading for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, and Rising. And Sag, this is not a prediction reading, but this is a catch-up or a check-in with your current energies in your love life, what is going on, but also, especially, what are some patterns that you need to let go of or accept in your life in order to have a more fulfilling love relationship in your life. This is a reading both for singles and for couples, but we'll see where it will tend more. So Sag, I already got your cards here and we can start. Wow, the Ten of Cups, that's beautiful. Okay, beautiful opening for a love reading. The King of Cups and the Fool. Okay, Sag, that's really awesome. And as I said, this is both for singles and for couples, but I think that the main message here is for singles because I am getting a very strong message of someone new coming into your life, which is represented by this King of Cups here in the middle of the reading. I don't see this King of Cups as you. I really see this King of Cups as someone coming in for you. And the Ten of Cups is just, well, the best card in the deck, one of the best cards in the deck, especially for love readings, because this is complete emotional fulfillment. So even though I said that this is not a prediction reading for some of the zodiacs, I did get some prediction and this is your case here. So there is a new relationship coming in for you, this King of Cups, and don't mind the gender so much. Okay, this King of Cups can be a man, can be a woman, but it's definitely someone who can offer you a much higher level of commitment and of fulfillment, which is attached to this Ten of Cups here as well. Because the image that I'm also getting from this King of Cups is someone who is very emotionally mature. So if you have dealt with a lot of people in the past who were very emotionally immature, who didn't take accountability for their actions, for their words, someone who didn't deal with their own problems and patterns and traumas growing up, so they were always projecting those on you. This is someone who has dealt with that. So this is someone who has put a lot of work in themselves, in growing emotionally, in fulfilling themselves emotionally, because this is also something that I'm seeing here. This is someone who is already very fulfilled in themselves. So they are not looking for a relationship to fill in a hole in their lives. This is someone who is looking for someone to share what they have already built for themselves. Okay? So this is not someone who is expecting you to fulfill a space in their lives. This is not someone who is expecting you to... because I keep seeing this image. I see this image of someone with a hole, a literal hole, and then they look for other people to fill in that hole. So I need you. I need to fill this part in me. So I don't need to give you anything back. I just need you to fill in this part. I keep seeing this message in my head. I keep seeing this vision in my head. So if you have gone through something like that, this is completely the opposite person. This is someone who has no holes in them. This is someone who have found complete fulfillment in themselves. So whoever they choose to be with is someone who will add more to their lives, but not who will fill a hole. This is not someone... This will be a relationship that doesn't come from a place of attachment or codependency or control or anything like that. This is someone who is very mature. And they are looking for someone else who is just as mature. So they want someone else who is also fulfilled in their own lives so that they can build this Ten of Cups together here. This is a very straightforward message for me. This is definitely someone who is looking for something quite serious as well. So also, if you are in a stage in your life in which you don't want something serious, if you are just wanting to have fun and enjoy, then I would also suggest you to not string along this person, make it clear for them, because whoever is coming in for you, they want someone to build something with. They want something real, something solid, something long-term here with this Ten of Cups. So if you are in a moment in your life in which you just want to have fun, be aware of that. And for those of you who are already in a relationship and just want to know more about it, then I just see also this higher level of commitment coming in here. So this can either be a marriage if you're not married yet, or just feeling more connected with your partner during this time right now. And then we have the Fool. So indeed, just to complement the reading here, this Fool really indicates that you are starting a new cycle in your life right now. So especially if you have closed a door, if you have closed a cycle, then it's just indicating that there is the beginning of something new here, and that you can jump into it. So you don't need to be afraid of jumping into something new right now. Whoever this person is coming into your life, whoever is this person who is going to be showing up now in the month of April or maybe May, you can jump in. You can let yourself go. You can let yourself fall into it. You can let yourself experience it. And if you are already in a relationship, I think that this just might represent some more risk taking in the relationship, just having more fun, just enjoying little moments and doing things that are different, maybe traveling together. If you are in a country where you can travel around, it's just a new level of excitement being brought into the relationship. And with the Fool here, since it's also represented by a kid, for those of you who are already in a relationship and have been thinking about getting kids, this can also be an indication of that. So this higher level of commitment for some of you can also indicate a pregnancy here. This is also something that I'm seeing for you guys. For those who are actually, for those of course who are looking for, who are already in a relationship and looking for kids, then this is also a good omen for that. Oh. Here. Okay, so I think that this is quite clear, but let's take a look at your clarifiers now as well. So the Three of Wands, indeed, like there is something really good coming in for you here. Because the Three of Wands is a card of waiting, but it's a card of waiting for your ships to come back with the goods. So you send your ships to collect something and then you're waiting for them to come back. So as I said, I think that the biggest message here is for the singles, for the single Sagittarians. There is someone indeed coming in for you here, which is also being confirmed with this Three of Wands and the Star. Beautiful. That's such an amazing reading for you, Sagittarius. So the Star here also represents you being way more in contact with your true self, which is something that will be quite conducive here with this King of Cups. I think that you had to learn a lot about yourself and you had to leave many patterns in the past, because the Star is a card of being stripped away from your bad patterns, from your bad habits, the toxic people that you usually attract to your life, or the patterns in yourself that find these people attractive. If you haven't, also another message here. So I do see that for most of you, you have already done this. And for those of you who are still working on it, keep putting on the work, because that will be something that will be very important for you here in order to first connect with that King of Cups, but to really fully accept the Ten of Cups that is coming. It's very important here, because this King of Cups, as I said, he is completely fulfilled in his life and he has worked through all these patterns, all these toxic patterns. So he will also expect his partner to have done the same. So it's very important that you continue focus on this healing of the Star, continue letting go of old patterns, of old habits, of toxic patterns and toxic people, and to see yourself more truthfully, to see the light within you. It's also important. I remember that this inner star kept showing up for you in your previous readings. I remember talking about it with you a few months ago, about you getting the Sun card and me telling you that you needed to acknowledge that you have the Sun inside of you, that you have your own star, the star that shines. So you have your own light. You don't need someone else to cast that light on you. And then with the stars just confirms that to me, that you are finding out about that light that is inside of you. You are finding out about who you really are, and that you don't need someone to confirm your self-worth to yourself. You are finding your own self-worth within yourself. Yes, and the Four of Swords, which says truth. So I do think that there will be a moment of wait here, especially because we got two cards of waiting, right? So we have the Three of Wands and the Four of Swords. Those are both cards of waiting, But also the Four of Swords is a card of healing, so it's also connected with that star. So I think that this person, whoever it is, if for some of you you haven't met this person yet, I think there is still a little bit of wait until they come in, maybe a month or so. I don't see this as a very long wait, but I do see some wait, some weeks to a month, because you need to close this cycle of healing here first before this person truly come in. So there is a little bit of wait. So also you don't need to worry. If for those of you who are actually worried, maybe some of you are in a hurry that this person should come in soon. But for those of you who are still going through this healing and think that like, oh, I wish they could wait a little bit more before they come in, don't worry, because we do have these cards of waiting here. But overall, this is a super positive reading and definitely something new and very fulfilling, committed, long-term, stable, etc. coming in for you here with this 10 of Cups. So, Sag, let's see what kind of patterns or behaviors you need to let go of in order to have a more fulfilling relationship, and also in order to welcome this King of Cups. So what do you still need to let go of here? What Sagittarius need to let go of? Okay. Allow. So it's actually not about letting go of, it's about opening up yourself. So there needs to be more opening here in order for this person to come in. So you need to allow them to come in. Okay? But I also see with this allow card, connecting with the letting go of, I am sensing that there is a need for discernment here, for not allowing just anyone to occupy space in your life. I think that that's very important. So you see, it is a bit contradictory, but I think that there needs to be discernment in order to allow only the right people to find space into your life. So don't make space for just anyone who shows up. At the same time that you need to be open to meet people, you also need to have discernment and not allow for too long or give too much space for people who don't deserve it. So take it as it resonates. If you are someone who is very open and just allow everybody to come in, then this message is indicating that you need to be more discerning and just filter out better who you allow in your life or not. And if it's the opposite, if you're someone who is already very closed off and already have many boundaries and walls up when meeting someone, then this is an indication that you need to allow yourself more, open yourself more, and allow people to come in. So let's get one last message. And this was a very short reading for you, Sag, but it was extremely positive and yeah, really good stuff coming in for you. Also very straightforward. So let's get one last message. Okay, actually, I just heard that I should get one from this deck. So let's see. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we got patience. And I talked before, right, that there is that waiting period. So indeed, there is the need for some patience here, because this person, this King of Cups, is coming, but might not come right away. Might not come even still in April, might come just in May. But there is this time of patience that you need to go through, okay? So that also connects to me with that card, allow. Since you need to wait, since you need to have patience, for those of you who are in a hurry, don't allow just anyone to come in right now. Just because you know that this King of Cups is coming, I think that you will have the discernment to separate who is the King of Cups or who is not. If someone resembles you, reminds you of old patterns, old habits, old people who have been in your life, then you already know that that's not the King of Cups. Okay, so there needs to be patience here. Patience, because they will come, okay? So Sag, that's all I have for you today, and I hope you enjoyed your reading. And if you liked it, please give a like and subscribe down below. When you give a like, a thumbs up to this video, it really helps the algorithm to show it to more people. So I'll see you next time, Sag. Take care and bye-bye.